about a year ago, we decided to build a hard Dodger.
Designing it in 3D to checking it in VR, checking it in AR, building it out of cardboard, building it out of temporary plywood, building it out of plywood, rebuilding it out of marine plywood, and then finally
Building the top.
building the top, and then finally glassing it all together, and then sanding it and priming it, fairing it, painting it, and now it's looking really, really good. I think we pulled it off.
I think
it
it
looks
looks
good.
awesome.
It's big. It's functional, and I don't think it ruins the lines of UMA at all.
No.
And so we're almost done building the hard Dodger, but we still have one more major component to install, and that is the windows.
The windows.
Which we are now sitting on. This box
Yep.
got
This
delivered
box-
last week.
This box have our windows.
It wasn't in our original plan when we were going to rebuild UMA,
No.
because we've never really figured out a way to do it in a way that looked good.
Yeah, we've always wanted a hard Dodger, but we've never found any design or any ways to design it that would aesthetically pleasing and practical.
Yeah,
But-
the benefits of it are fantastic because it's just better protection, better visibility. You know, you can stand on it, you can put solar on it. We had a soft Dodger and it was nice, but it didn't quite provide the level of protection that we need on our boat.
And to be honest, we've stayed underneath our Dodger 99% of the time when
We
we're at
live
sea.
underneath there.
Whether, especially when it's strong weather, or just to hang out, or to eat, or to just be on watch, be off watch. And we would just always be under the Dodger.
If the weather's bad, we're hiding from the wind and rain. If the weather's good, we're hiding from the sun.
Sunshine. Yeah. So the windows is a very interesting topic to talk about because there's multiple ways to do windows for a Dodger, and you could do acrylic, which gives you, you could do curves with acrylic. But for us, we decided to go with tempered glass instead.
Yeah, acrylic. I know with the hatches and port lights on our boat, they're acrylic because in order to get them impact certified, they have to be acrylic because acrylic is really, really hard to break. However, it scratches pretty easily. It can craze. It's just, in some ways it's stronger, in some ways it's more difficult to deal with. And yeah, we decided to go tempered glass because it's on the Dodger. It's still really, really high impact resistant. But if it does break, if there's a shipping container in a wave that comes crashing down on our boat and it breaks the glass, I don't know what it's going to take to break them. But the boat's still going to be watertight. So yeah, we'll have some glass in the cockpit. We'll have to be careful, rinse it out, but it'll break in those little tiny shards like the side windows of a car. But the benefit of having tempered glass is that it's easy to clean, and they're flat and they have really good visibility. We're never going to have to worry about scratching or crazing or that sort of, I don't even know what you call it, swirling, and it makes it difficult to see. So they're going to be much better for 99% of what we need it, and hopefully we never get a container washing over our boat in the middle of a wave or something that could break it.
I feel like if a container crashed on our boat, I think breaking the windows is the least of our worries because
Yeah.
that wouldn't be the only thing breaking. The hull would probably have a giant hole in it too.
They're also 4 times thicker than the side windows in a car, so they're very thick. They're very durable, quite heavy, but
Yeah.
I think it's worth it.
I think it's worth it. Designing the right windows was also part of designing the Dodger because it goes hand on hand, right? The reason why we don't have swoopy curves on the Dodger is because you can't really do that with glass.
Yeah.
So our windows are going to be straight. And to be honest, I kind of like this look. It makes it feel more like an expedition little vessel.
Yeah, I like it.
For a 36-foot expedition, yeah, it's really cool.
Also, having flat windows means that some of them are going to be openable, so we can
Yes.
still have really good ventilation through and still be in the shade.
So we spent the last couple of months researching where we would get those windows built, and we found the perfect company for our needs. And it's a company called Top Windows, and they build custom windows as well as already pre-made windows up in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Which is no surprise. So many things from our boat is built in the Netherlands because they just know how to build.
Dutch just
so
seem
well.
to build good stuff.
Yeah. So of course we took the opportunity to drive up to the Netherlands and visit their factory just to see how everything is made and also to really finalizing the design for our boat.
Yeah, it was an interesting process. We made the templates ourselves on just traced the cutouts for our windows on paper, mailed them up, and then they did a very good job digitally measuring them and turning them into the size of the hole that they needed to make a window for. And then they custom bend like a plastic extrusion that acts as the window frame and the clamp that holds the windows in. And that's like a very secretive process that we weren't allowed to film. So they can make basically a window that fits just about any need, and there's different options to either have solid glass, sliding glass, half cut opening, full opening, like they've got a lot of different options. So it was very cool to go up there and see their factory and look at how the windows open, the hardware, the tinting of the glass, the color of the glass, the color of the frames, and all of that, and pick and choose just exactly what we needed for our boat. The frames are also covered in a special film that allows them to be, completely UV protected and much stronger. So unlike normal plastics that you put out in the ocean, they're never going to be like chalky or corrode or crack because they have a protective UV film on them, which also gives it the color. So you can get it color matched to what you need.
Yeah, and fast forward a few weeks later, we've got our box in the mail, and in this box are our brand new Dodger windows. So with the bonus that today the guys from Top Windows are actually coming down here and they're going to help us install them on the boat.
I'm excited.
So-
I'm excited to like sit back, relax, and watch somebody else do boat work all day.
Yeah, we're gonna
because
basically be like you guys. We're gonna hang out and just watch the movie.
we're gonna comment as if we're watching them on YouTube. Do you miss a spot? Don't fuck it up.
Have you considered? All right, guys. Well,
Today we're installing windows in our
we're
Dodger.
installing windows.
The last window's going in Uma.
Oh my God! It is the
Just-
last windows.
And then we'll probably be able to
Wait,
like hose it
no,
down.
that not counting the companionway.
That's not really
Technically, the
window.
companionway will have a. No, it's not.
It's like a hatch. All right.
All right.
They're gonna be here soon.
Let's
so
go.
They were on one of those planes, I think, that just flew behind our heads during this recording. So yeah. All right. Let's get started.
How are you guys?
Good. Welcome to the mothership.
Thank you, looking great.
Done?
It's done. The paint's
Yeah,
done.
but when did you?
Oh, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
ago.
about 2
So
weeks.
it's dry.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Then it's hard as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's good.
It looks wet, but it's just
No,
shiny.
yeah.
So
That's the shiny.
shiny.
Yeah,
It's
that's good.
super shiny.
So clear.
Yeah. It's not very. Just watch that. Straight down. Yeah, we opened it and made sure everything's good.
Yeah.
It is.
Nice.
Like the glowing light come out the inside.
Great.
Yeah, it looks like everything. We didn't unpack the whole thing. We
You
put.
packed a few.
Yeah, we unpacked that one to put it in.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
You already fitted it?
Yeah, just
put it
so
in,
we
took a
wanted to
picture.
see it.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yes.
But it's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a good amount of space around it.
Yeah.
So if that one fits that way, I think the rest of them will fit
Yeah.
pretty well as well.
Nice.
Thanks for sending all the bonding agent and the caulking
Yeah,
gun and
yeah.
all the stuff we need. That's awesome.
And gray
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I discussed it with my colleague Job, who sent it to here
You met Job in Vlissingen.
in Vlissingen.
Yeah, okay.
And we said, what do we need? And I will put it in a box and
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm excited. She's gonna
Yeah.
look like a
yeah.
different boat.
So we're gonna go grab a beer and we'll be back in what 6 hours? And,
Just play some cameras.
Right?
Perfect.
I think we
like
only
it.
need 6 hours.
No, I think I'll go quick.
Yeah.
Just mind your step around this
Yeah, we will,
sketchy ass,
I will get this
crazy.
one. Yeah. No. I've done it a lot. So,
Is allemaal?
nee, er is maar eentje. Dit is een vaste.
I want some wind. It is like sauna today. Zero wind.
Oh ja, dat moet zo.
Should I
Are
just,
you
like,
excited?
should I just like sit on the roof and just
Just like
not do anything? We normally don't get this kind of VIP treatment.
Die hebben we wel nodig.
Are we like the furthest away you've gone to install a window?
Yeah. Yes. For me it is, definitely. We've been to Denmark, but that's the farthest
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
so far.
nice.
This is
a little hotter.
really cool.
Little
Yeah.
vacation.
Yeah, a little vacation, yeah. So I will fit it in first.
Ooh.
Just a bit space.
It sounded good.
Yeah, it is in.
It's the sun, you know, it expanded the boat. Got bigger.
Yeah. It's not your fault. So I'm glad I took.
The tint of those
The spacers.
Yeah, and the spacer.
brands, these hatches are irritating.
Because then I fill it a little bit up, like this. And then I will stick it between it, and it will stay a little bit up.
Oh, so it doesn't stay there. It's just.
I will leave it there, so I will push it away,
Okay, okay, okay.
like this. And then it keeps like this.
Nice.
This is how we're gonna do it.
Right.
Perfect. This is it.
Don't fuck it up.
We will do.
I'm just gonna say that. So that if you do, I'll be like, I told you.
You got it on camera. The warning.
It's toasty today. It's usually not. It's both.
Ja. Laten we zakken.
That's the whole reason you guys come down here, is to bring that.
Yeah.
That total.
And use it.
Yeah.
When I place it in and with the sealant, it can lower a bit.
Right.
Stay in
So-
position.
Right.
So
right.
just to let the sealant become hard,
Yeah,
then it's ready.
When the windows have been installed, they can be opened within 2 days.
Yeah.
After 2 days, you can open the windows.
Yeah. Because that way the sealant's not gonna like.
Yes. Hij is op of niet?
No, in the Netherlands, this is
This is a ship.
yeah. Okay.
Just like here. Get out from here.
You're not gonna be able to do that for too much
I
longer.
know.
Start closing the boat.
That's the window I'm most excited for. That big boy.
This is great for me because, like, usually when Din and I does a project, I film a little bit, but I put the camera down and I help. Then I, film a little bit. I put the camera down and figure out a place to put it in a tripod. But now, all I have to worry about is getting all the shots. So it's great. Well, your windows are gonna go all over the world.
Yeah. Waar is dat mes dan?
Yeah.
Our boat looks so freaking good. It's been a long time in the making to get those windows in. They're sort of what inspired this whole project. And now that they're finally in, it just looks so good. It looks so good. I can't believe that the Dodger's kind of done now.
The last window. This is so exciting. I'm a little bit nostalgic because that was my passageway for the longest time since we built that Dodger. This is how we go in and out of the deck. Now I have to be careful because I don't want to accidentally forget that it's not an empty space and just like hit my head on it. Oh, it looks so good though.
I have to say, when I place the windows,
Yeah.
I can feel how
When you
stiff it
hit
is.
them with a hammer?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I actually never felt so much stiffness. So I think it's good.
Yeah. Awesome. I'm happy
Yeah.
to hear that.
Awesome. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you
welcome.
very much.
Have a good.
Thanks for coming all the way down to Sardinia to install those.
Thank you for everything.
Well,
We'll see the videos.
You also, thank you.
Yay.
You're welcome.
Thanks for coming.
Good
all
luck
the
with the
way
rest of the project.
Thank
Yes.
you. I mean, anytime you want to come down for vacation
Yeah,
and
yeah,
help,
yeah.
then
I love
if you're good with this, you're good with everything else.
Yeah,
So.
well.
Ah, our windows are done.
Look how good she looks.
Yeah, she looks so good. Now she looks like an expedition boat. Very miniature one. Wait till the mast comes in too. It's gonna look awesome. But oh, yeah, impeccable job. I think I'm really happy that the guys from Top Window came down and helped us out with that because damn it looks good.
All right, well, the windows are installed and they've had a couple of days to cure, so everything is permanently attached now, which means we can now finalize the rest of the hardware that's going inside of the Dodger for all of our main sail control lines. We're gonna have a winch on each side, we're gonna have clutches on each side, so we can control the halyard, the main sheet, the reefing lines, and all of the like secondary adjustment lines, like a Vang or a Cunningham or an Outhaul, so we can control all of the main sheet from right here. However, we ran into a little bit of a design issue when we were designing all of this. And that is, we're gonna have lines running down both sides, to winches on both sides. And this side's easy, because we've got plenty of space. And so we're gonna be installing another Anderson, because we've got Andersons everywhere else. And they're pretty and shiny, and nothing beats this sound. We've used a lot of winches on a lot of boats,
And to us, in our opinion, on our boat, we really like the sound of Anderson winches. Our boat came with 2 Anderson 46s, and then we installed 28s on the back for the furling lines and the spinnaker sheet. And now up here, we went with 40s because it's about the biggest winch we can fit, and also it's plenty strong enough for like reefing lines and stuff like that. So that one's easy. We can get up here and, you know, put a winch handle on it. We can grind away on it. We'll probably put the same flippers on there we had everywhere else, so we can just leave the handle on there all the time. This side, however, is a little bit more tricky because we would have loved to put the exact same winch on this side. However, even if we slid the winch all the way up to like here, there's still not enough space to put a winch handle here without smashing our knuckles up against this window. So we knew that that was one of the main issues that we were facing when we designed the Dodger. Luckily, there's a really cool solution for that. And I have it right down here.
I like the sound effects.
It's heavy, man. It's this piece of paper. No. Underneath that piece of paper is an electric winch. And what makes this one kind of perfect for our needs is it doesn't have a giant motor hanging down underneath the bottom of it. We could theoretically get this exact same winch with an electric motor hanging down on the bottom of it. However, it's basically a motor that's the same size as our windlass motor, and it sticks down about that far, and it would be right down underneath here where our heads need to go and where the 12-volt switch panel is going to be. And there, we did a lot of measuring and a lot of modeling, and there's just no way we can make that fit. So, the cool part about this Selden winch is that the electric motor is built into it. So there's nothing hanging down on the bottom of it. However, the downside to that for most people is that you can't put a manual winch handle in the top to override it. But for us, it's not really an issue because it's going to sit on this little pedestal over here, which we need to drill a hole for. And then we'll have an electric winch running on this side. And if for some reason we run out of electricity or something shorts out or something happens, we can take any of the lines on this side. So the main sheet will have doubled. So it'll be the main halyard and possibly the 3 reefing lines. And we can go around this one and go over to this one and bypass it and then still have a manual winch. So we can actually still run all of the lines to the manual if we want to. However, having an electric one's going to be sweet because we're going to put the main halyard on it and we're going to put the reefing lines on it. So we'll be able to just like stand here, flippity flip, bzz, flippity flip. Bzz.
We're going to become fantastic. The laziest sailors.
One of the other cool little bonuses and why we put this winch on this side in this exact configuration is that we will be able to run our Genoa and jib furling lines, which go down the port side to the aft corner of the boat. We'll be able to run those up and in line with this as well. So we'll actually be able to have an electronically reefing head sail as well. So no more like crawling out into the, like when you need to reef the head sail, it's always because it's like blowing like shit and it's raining and it's at night. So you have to put on all your foul weather gear and you have to climb all the way out there, grind away, and it's a pain in the butt, and then you can come back in. However, from here we'll be able to like ease the jib sheet and have the furling line in here and just go like and roll up our head sail from in here. So I'm really excited about that because it means we can like basically sail a whole boat from our PJs.
It just adds a little bit of comfort. Like it's not a necessity, but it's
definitely not a necessity, but also because the main halyard's running back here, we'll be able to use this electric winch to go up and down the mast if we need to. It's got 3 speeds instead of 1. That's the other issue with the electric versions of these is they only have 1 speed, and then you still have to like finish it off manually normally. But this has a 2-button 3 speed, so it has like slow, medium, and ludicrous basically, which is pretty sweet. So yeah, the only other like slightly little thing that kind of bugs us just a tiny little bit is when you zoom out, you can tell that these don't match, which bugs us.
Yeah.
Just like the fact that this companionway is asymmetrical bugs us. So it's not really an issue, and we'll get over it when we're reefing in our PJs with an electric winch. But we did spend probably too many hours discussing if that was going to be an issue for us or not. And we decided it wasn't. So,
It's not what we're going to be reefing in our PJs.
yeah, we'll just get matching winch covers. We'll just 3D print this winch and the cover that goes over top of that winch. So it looks the same. Like, we'll just print off, like, basically the housing of this, and it'll just slide.
No, it's not so bad.
No, it's not.
You can kind of tell that they have two purposes.
The original plan was to have 2 of these triple clutches on each side. And it was going to be main sheet, boom, bang, reef 1, reef 2, reef 3, traveler on this side. And we designed everything so that it lined up with the line organizers on deck, so that the lines would come back nice and straight. We're going to build a plate here for the lines to come through. We'll line up with here, line up with the winch. However, put these windows in. These windows have these lovely little dogs to chew them down. And this last clutch is now an issue. Which, like, we do everything in 3D and we design as much as we can. And even if we had a 3D file of this window and the Dodger model we have is pretty accurate, I'm not sure I would have even caught that. The fact that these, I have these modeled, I have all of this modeled. I'm not sure I would have caught that opening and hitting there. We can't move these because we've already glassed in this G10 base plate. And everything is already in alignment. So, like, if we moved it over, it would mess everything up. So even if we hadn't done this base plate yet, moving it over would still mess up all the alignment of all the lines coming back from the mast. So it's one of those, like, inconvenient realities of, like, you know, planning 97% of it, and then hopefully you can do the rest on the fly. So this outside line on each side is going to be our traveler control line. So we have a few different options to fix it. So we could keep a triple here and we could put a double here. Actually, it'd be the other way around. It could be main sheet, Vang, and then reef 1, reef 2, reef 3. And then the traveler would have to be in, like, some sort of other clutch, like a cam. It's too narrow for a cam cleat. So it'd have to be like a jam cleat, and then that's not very strong. It could pop out. The only reason we were going with these larger DC2s for the reefing lines is so that it was visually all the same. Like, they're way overkill for the reefing lines, but then they would all be the same. If that had worked out, we would have had this nice, symmetrical, evenly spaced matching set on both sides. However, since this one for the traveler is going to hit, and we can't really move that knob, and even if we did, it would still kind of be in the way. I think the plan is going to be to put a double DC2 here to do the main sheet, and probably a spare halyard, because those are 2 high load lines. And then we don't have a triple, but we'd run a triple of the DC ones, which are smaller, but for the reefing lines they'll still fit and they're still plenty strong enough. So then it would be main sheet, probably spare halyard, or boom Vang, and then reef 1, reef 2, reef 3, and then traveler, and then it would fit here with plenty of space. So that's probably what we're gonna do, which means we just send an email to Lumar and schedule a return.
Yeah, the only problem is it doesn't look very consistent, but if it works.
But it would also be a little bit easier, like, in the dark without seeing, because you'd have, like, these big ones, so you know the main sheet's on the inside, then you'd have a triple, and you know that triple is for the 3 reefing lines. So you can almost do all of it in the dark without needing to read any labels. And then the outside one's always the traveler. So, like, aesthetically, it's not, like, evenly lined up, but practically it's probably even a little bit better to have them in slightly different clutches. The other tricky part is we haven't fully committed to single line reefing or twin line reefing yet. Like twin slab reefing, as in one in the front, one in the back of the mainsail. Because if we do single line, then we only need reef 1, reef 2, reef 3, which would be on that side with the electric winch. But if we did 2 line slab reefing, we'd have, like, the leech running down there and the luff running down here, so you need 6 reefing lines. So we have, like, the possibility of doing both, and we set up everything with the possibility of doing both. but we haven't fully committed to one system or the other until we finalize our mast design. So for now, we're kind of like in limbo on that. And until we decide that, we can't really finalize the clutches. But we definitely know that our original plan of twin DC2 or two triple DC2 clutches aren't going to fit. That little part's probably on hold for a little while.
But we can install.
We can install this pretty
We
thing.
can install this.
Shiny! Yes, we can install this. Because that's not going to change any. But it's probably going to be like that. So that the rope goes down into the cockpit. And then we can decide on the clutches after. Although it's kind of cool because these clutches come in a box. And the box is like the same silhouette as the clutch. There we go. Which is kind of clever. And then the bottom is the drilling template, which is actually really clever. So you could just take these boxes out and you could use these boxes to like basically line up where you want, and you can drill them, and then you can take the clutch and install it over top, and you'd get a perfect fit, which is really smart. It's a very clever little touch in the design and the packaging, which I appreciate. Normally, you probably wouldn't need to or want to cut out the exact drilling template, but since we're mounting these on a pedestal, we want to make sure that they are concentric. So this way, we can make sure that it's like perfectly perfect before we install it. About there. The manual says 16 millimeters, but I only have 20. So. Let's fit it dry before we fit it wet.
There it is.
Hey. Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, that lines up.
I'm gonna scooge around the cables here
Why not like around the holes?
because and then the cable's gonna pull it all down inside.
Do you want me to kind
But
of
then
like-
I'm gonna scooge around the holes here.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah. So I'll just make sure that this doesn't touch.
Just don't touch anything. We'll scooge around the hole. Hopefully that's not too much to like scooge around the hole. Scooge around the hole. Just put these two first ones in. Yeah, that one, and then the one on the back here. Actually, you can see it. This one.
There it is. I mean,
That's good. Scooch. Solid.
mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay. Should we try to reassemble it now?
Yeah.
Goes like this. It's kind of cool that this thing has like an unlimited amount of adjustment for where the self-tailing arm comes off. Look at that. You can adjust it every like, I don't know what that is, 5 degrees or something like that. Which is cool. Needs to go there. This needs to go probably like there. Could go both ways?
Yeah.
Wow. Cool.
And
Anderson
to
time?
the other side.
Yeah, that actually very nice and concentric.
Hey, this is our first winch on the boat.
Yeah, it is. I like it.
I like it.
Power winch. Ba-ba. Our winches, at least in the cabin top, are installed. We still have to finalize what clutch layout we're going to go with before we can install those. But these are installed. They look good. It's so much easier to bolt hardware on than it is to build stuff. I'm really excited for the next couple of weeks of just bolting stuff on the boat. It's so easy.
This officially makes it a...
The ferry said shush. Did you just get shushed by a
I
ferry?
just got shushed by the ferry.
Is this weird? My chicken wings?
A little bit. Not really. I mean, you're gonna.
Doesn't have the same sound.
It's also gonna have like a, and then in Lucas mode it's gonna go. That's what it's gonna sound like.